We are having fun today. Chris McGee, Dave Miller, Coach Dave Rose, Matt Carlino from BYU. Guys, thanks for being here. Coach, let's just start it right off. You have one of the best backcourts in the country, Tyler Haas and here with Matt. Can you tell us about this young man right here?
Although the returning guys
make him blush a little bit.
I mean, it's kind of going into games that we've got a couple guys who can make a lot of baskets, and that's a good thing as a coach, knowing that you have returning guys who are there. And you add Kyle Collinsworth to the mix, who played for us on our Sweet 16 team a couple years ago, started 27 games on that team. And then we have an All-American in Skylar Halford, the junior college guy, and then Anson Winder, who can play all three positions. And so I feel really good about our guard line, and hopefully our young big guys can come along.
You mentioned Kyle. He returns from his mission, so he's returning to the team. What does he bring in terms of just his leadership and his maturity?
Well, he is a great leader. He's got real confidence to him. But a guard at 6'7" who can handle the ball and do the things that he can do with the ball, and then as athletic as he is, he could cause some real matchup problems. He's good around the rim. He's really good at drawing the defenses and then finding open guys. And I think Tyler and Matt will really benefit from Kyle's ability to create.
Dave, if my memory serves me right, and it's been a while since I've seen him play, extremely versatile, can maybe play 4 positions?
Absolutely. He played 4 positions for us his freshman year and actually started at the 4 at times for us late in the year. Got, I think, 17 or 18 rebounds in an NCAA tournament game. And so he's a guy who can really, you can use him a lot of different ways. And right now I think his real strength is the matchup problem that he can cause on the perimeter.
Well, Brandon Davies was just waived by the Clippers. Phenomenal player. Who replaces him in your lineup?
Well, we've got a group of young post guys, okay, that are big physical guys that I think their talent level is ready, for this level. I think the key for them will be consistency. Eric Mika is a guy that has a lot of expectations to come in and kind of fill Brandon's role. It'll be interesting to see because Eric is a true center. He's a guy who likes to be down there. With Brandon, it took us a while to get him down in there. He was a guy more of that, like to face the basket, and then developed into just a great low post player for us. We'll see how Eric kind of takes that responsibility as a young player.
You know, Eric was a national recruit. I mean, he could have went to a lot of places. I remember him having great athleticism and foot speed. How has his transition from high school to college been so far?
Well, I think if you asked him, he would tell you that it's way different than what he thought, just like most kids. It's the practices are a lot harder, it's a lot longer, the pace is a lot quicker, but he has had phenomenal days in our practice sessions. And what his challenge will be is consistency, because our guys will really come to rely on him, and it's a long season. When you take that's probably what most freshmen will tell you. The biggest difference is that you start practicing in the middle of September, and this thing runs all the way into April, and those high school seasons are a couple months, and then you're out.
Matt, how much you love playing for this guy?
I love it. I love Coach.
Now let me ask you this. What kind of personality does your team have? If you had to describe them to a group of people, what do you want your team to be?
Well, what do I want our team to be, or what are we?
What are you, and what do you want them to be?
We have off the court a lot of quiet guys, actually. Mm-hmm. We're pretty quiet. I mean, not over. We have a personality to our team, but we have some quiet guys on our team, and I think it's a young team, but we're energetic when we get out on the floor. I'd like us to get more verbal, because I think that'll help us a lot. We're quiet sometimes, and I think we're excited to play, but sometimes we need to say how excited we are to play.
Are you that guy? Sorry, Coach. Are you that guy that gets into the huddle and tells these guys, or when you're in the locker room, hey, this is what we need to work on?
Yeah, I try to be. I don't always just yell out in front of the whole team, but I pull guys to the side a lot of time and let them know, hey, we need everyone to talk, because it's not one guy out there. It can't be. It has to be everyone. So I think that's somewhere where we need to improve.
You mentioned not one guy. How versatile a team is this in terms of your personnel?
Yeah, it's really versatile. I mean, Coach was just saying how Kyle can play all those positions, and it's going to help me. It'll let me step off the ball sometimes. Ty is obviously very versatile. He'll catch it in the post, and he's really dangerous from there. And we just have a lot of versatile guys. it's going to be a fun year.
As a former coach, I love point guards that make others better, and you're one of the best, could be one of the all-time best at BYU in terms of assists. Twofold question. Who's your favorite target? Because we all have favorite targets. Just like parents say they don't have a favorite child. Don't lie. Who's your favorite returning target? Because they have a lot to do with your accolades. And then of the newcomers, who's becoming a new favorite target?
Oh, well, Ty. I mean, I gave it to him a lot, and when you throw it to him, it usually goes in. So, I mean, it's great playing with Ty. And then I think, you know, a lot of guys. Mika, I mean, I can throw it up there, and he can go get it. He's really athletic. I really like playing with Kyle Collinsworth. Me and him in transition, we can throw it back and forth, and it's hard to guard. So, but I mean, it's new, so we're gonna have to keep improving, and it's been good so far.
Has Ty ever seen a shot he doesn't like?
No.
But neither has Matt.
Yeah, neither has Matt. Come on.
Match made in heaven.
So, Coach, you know, nightly we sit up here, and we're, you know, the Lakers are our team that we cover, and Coach and Big Game James always talking about system and what kind of system they're going to play and style defensively and offensively. What style, what system do you want to see from your team this year? When we see it, we're going to say that's the kind of team they are.
Well, I think that you'll see a group this year especially, and I think it's kind of been our trademark, is that we're going to get a real consistent effort from our guys. These guys, they play really hard, and pace is really important for us. We like to score. Our challenge, I think, with these young guys, I think they're going to make baskets. I really, how quickly will they understand and be able to execute our defensive system? How we're going to guard ball screens. You know, I think that you know, all the cross screens, the down screens, the communications that we have in all of our system guarding, that we get to be pretty good at that. It's on-ball defense and help and recover and those kind of things that really kind of challenge us. And as our big guys become more comfortable in that, I think you really see our team improve.
Dave, Matt mentioned Tyler Hawes. I think he certainly has a chance to be the WC Player of the Year. We know he makes buckets, but take us deeper into his game. What does he do extremely well?
Well, I think that he's one of the most consistent workers I've ever seen as far as every day. And I really believe that that's one area that Matt has really improved. He had a great summer, stayed all summer, and he was in every day, and his effort was terrific. But Ty's kind of had that since he was just a young kid. And you know, I've watched him since he was in 8th grade, and he is a basket maker. And you don't know if it's going to be a three-pointer, or if it's going to be at the foul line, or if it's going to be in the post. But you're pretty confident going into the game that he's going to make some baskets for you. And it comes from so much repetition and so much hard work that he has the confidence to do it.
Matt, can you give me a team goal? It's such a deep conference, such a great conference. We've been talking to all the coaches and guys just about how great this conference has become. UOP now joins as well. What's a team goal for you?
Our team goal is to win the conference and win the conference tournament. We want to win every game that we play. So, and I think we're capable of doing that, and I think so does Coach. So we just want to get there.
Matt, I've known Coach for over 20 years, and I'd put him up against any coach in the country in terms of X and O's, impeccable attention to detail. Tell us something about him that makes him the special man that he is, almost a father figure to you guys.
Yeah, I think just like he said, consistency. When he comes to practice, we know what we're going to get from Coach. You know, and I think there's a good balance, because some of our assistants, it can be like good cop, bad cop, and Coach is always the level head, and you know what you're going to get, and you know what he expects out of you.
Coach, you were the captain of the Phi Slamma Jamma team, correct?
That was a really good team.
You were the captain of that team.
You know, I was just talking to Max Good, you know, about basketball 35 years ago, and you know, when I was playing college, we didn't have game day shoot-arounds. I mean, there were so many things that we didn't do. The weight room was something that you could go to if you wanted to, and those teams were pretty good, you know. And you know, we work ourselves into kind of a frenzy now to make sure our guys get every opportunity they can to be as really the best they can. But it's interesting to just kind of compare those days and those players,
trainers,
that talent,
everything, the way people eat,
and how it's done now. But I really enjoyed And I enjoy the the comradeship that we have right now. You know, I meet with those guys. We met at the Final Four in Houston a few years ago, had a big reunion, and the guys have all been pretty successful in what they've done.
Coach, Chris and I are big into hazing. We just hired Luke Waltman and Byron Scott to join our team here for Laker coverage.
They're picking up our dry cleaning today.
So they'll be in shortly. But now you're no longer the rookie of the WCC with the addition of Pacific. Your thoughts on Pacific? I mean, they've got to worry about 9 other teams. You only have to worry about 1. What do you know about Pacific?
Well, it's their program with Coach Thomason for years has been built on defense and just toughness. And I think Coach Verlin will be exactly the same. He's been there with them for 16, 18 years. And so it's going to be, one of those teams where they're going to have you scouted, and everything you get, you're going to earn. I really think that the addition of Pacific to our league will really help the balance of the league. Travel was always kind of interesting, with the odd man, with the 9 team, and now we're going back to kind of a true round robin. We'll go out for 2 games and come home for 2 games, and so I think that'll bring some consistency. But the one thing about this league that obviously Gonzaga has set the standard is that you can't lose too many games and still expect to win the regular season championship, because those guys aren't going to lose very many, and they've been good at it for a long time. And I think that's why the league has really improved, because everybody's trying to get to Gonzaga's level, and so everybody's getting better.
Is Gonzaga still the toughest venue to play in the WCC?
I don't really know if it's the toughest venue. I mean, they're so deep with their team that they can keep running guys at you. St. Mary's has been a tough place for us, and I think that you have to give. There's just so much when you go in there and you see those students and how enthusiastic they are and how much tradition they have, that it's exciting. It gets you going. There's not very many games I want to play anymore, but there's a few you walk into and you go, hey, this would be fun.
Guys, you do such a great job, Coach. You guys are such a class act.
All right.
Such a great program.
Yeah.
Matt, we're big fans, man. WCC
Thanks.
this week. We can't wait to watch you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Appreciate it. BYU.
The Cougars!